and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, my name is Reija and I'm a huge makeup addict. Today I'm doing you my full base, almost full base. Eyes are in the different video that is already live. I hope if it is, I'll link it in the description box. But today I do you all my base with some new products and with some older products. So the new products that I have are the Made by Mitchell pressed blushes. I have the bronzer and the blush. Bronzer is in the shade Cheeky and blush is in the shade Think Pink. Let me actually swatch because I forgot to swatch this in the demo. And the last new product that I'm using is the She Glam Moonside Highlighter in the shade Moon Rose, which is, as the name says, pinky highlighter. I'm gonna swatch this too. It's in the same kind of pack. Well, I'll show them in the intro, the demo. But let me swatch this. So this, as a swatch, doesn't look much. It's in the low there. And then there's the blush and the bronzer. It doesn't look much on the swatch, but it's very beautiful on the skin. So if you want to see how I did this base makeup, then please keep on watching. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And now let's go put some makeup on. Okay, it's time to tackle the base. So I'm using some new items and some older items, some of my favorites and such. So I just figured I could film this to you because I have a couple new bits and so on. So I'm not sure which way I'm going to put these videos. Have I already put the Eyelook live? But if I have, I'll link it in the description box. Otherwise, it's coming soon. So let's start. First of all, I'm going to use my She Glam Birthday Skin Primer. This is the moisturizing one, but I don't think they have this pink, very pale pink one anymore. I think they have the, is it mattifying or something, but anyway, but I'm going to use it because I have it. I can't stop using everything when they're gone because like I haven't used this. I mean, I have used it a lot, but not really. So, and I'm not going to throw this away just because it's not available anymore and stop using it. I know it's stupid to use it on camera, but to be honest, I don't care. I need to be more smart about things. And you know, Shein, sometimes they get rid of stuff very fast and sometimes they stay on there longer, but I don't know. But this is moisturizing primer. I have Milia in here. So annoying. And I like this one. I don't like this like better, but in this one, compared to the Primark Moisture Vitamin Enriched Moisturizing Primer, I like this because this sinks into the skin very fast. So then I'm going to use the Huda Glowish Blur Jam, which has become a favorite of mine. I have used this quite a lot too. It's hard to see because the texture is so interesting, but I've used it quite a lot. Oh, don't go away. I'll just put it in the places where I need some blurring like in my nose and my like cheeks near the nose has bigger pores. And then I also put a bit of it to my chin and around mouth, because in chin here and in here I have I don't know what you call them, creases, but like in the chin the skin is thickened because of the eczema, so a little bit on the forehead. And then as an old product I'm using my Colourpop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Foundation, Hydrating Foundation in the shade Light 60N. This is one of my all-time favorite foundations. So, and I wanted to try it with this primer combo. And I use my new sponge from Shein that you saw in the whole video. That I know that is coming out first, but not sure which I put for. I'll probably put the eyeshadow palette review up first before this video, because I know that people are waiting for that video. I just haven't been my best lately because of the spring, and spring being the hardest time of year to me with my mental health. I know many people suffer at fall and winter, but my worst time has always been spring. So let me see what it looks like. Looking good. Then I'll take a brush to the neck. Feels kind of weird doing bass on camera. Like I'm used to listening music. Oh, sorry. I'm used to listening music when I'm doing my bass, but I'm just adding a bit more coverage to have some hyperpigmentation there. And then I'm going to use the Pretty Fresh concealer. I got the lighter shade lately, so this is the Light 40N. Just mix it a bit. Shouldn't be separated yet, it's not that long ago that I used it or bought it. It's also one of my favorite concealers. I like all of my concealers, to be honest. I'm happy that I found the kind of concealers that work for me, because at the beginning when I started my makeup journey, I just couldn't find concealer that would be good for me. They were so drying, all of them. Let me see. It looks pretty good. I have had lately, and it's with every foundation, And every primer, it doesn't matter what I use, that my forehead gets like, it's like flaky, but it's not really flaky, but it looks very dry. And I don't know what's causing it, like, but it's very annoying. But I don't know, what can I do for it, because it doesn't matter what I use, it always does it. Okay, so a couple new items. I have from Made by Mitchell, Blush Pressed. I have the bronzer is Cheeky. I bought this from No Beauty. You saw them in the haul video if you watched it. And then I have the blush in the shade Think Pink. And I just for record, I hate this packaging. I don't have a storage problem with it. It's just so extra. And look at this box where it came from. It's like huge. Like, ugh. Not a favorite, but they can fit into my storage. That's not the problem. I just don't enjoy the packaging. So I'll use the bronzer. I'm not going to contour today. So I use the bronzer, and these were pretty pigmented. So little goes a long way. Oh, this chair is annoying. I'm sorry. I have used this once already, and I like it. But it's like, I don't see anything special in it. It's just a bronzer. It's easy to work with. They blend easily. The color is nice. But although I've never been like super excited about bronzers anyway, so it's a bronzer. Works well, blends easily. It's pigmented. Then the blush. So the blush was in the shade Think Pink. Did I use this brush for it? This is extremely pigmented, so just a bit. I just barely touched the pan. They are very pigmented. I do think that some people don't like this because it's so pigmented. I don't mind because now I know it, but just if you buy these, be careful first time using them. Rather take little than a lot. But it's a pretty shade. The blush shade, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it has a shimmer in it. But I don't see any like a, well, yes I do. I do see a glitter on my face. But I don't mind it, and it's very subtle, and like if I watch in the mirror in here, I can't see it. So then in the whole video you saw that I bought two highlighters from Glam. I bought the liquid one and the powder one. I'm going to use the powder one today. I'm not going to use the liquid today because so this is the Moonside highlighter in the shade Moon Rose. This is the same packaging as the bronzer that I got lately. I don't like this dome in it, but for my storage it doesn't matter. It fits there. So this was like a pinky highlighter in my mind. I haven't even swatched this yet. This is quite subtle. It's in here. I don't know if you can. But let's try it. Let's try it. Where is my... There. I haven't told you the brushes that I've used. For bronzer, I used the Beauty Bay Bake Off brush, and then for blush, I used the Udensai double-ended brush that came in the Sinulle collection, I think. Okay, so this is Jessup 105 Lux Highlighter. Oh, it's pretty. Really pretty on the face. Not as subtle as the swatch looked like. Oh, I love these. Oh, I really like this. It's pretty. I hope you can see it. That's really pretty. The shade was Moon Rose. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to use the Hourglass Ambient Lightening Powder in the shade Dim Light as a finishing powder. This is Beauty Act brush. All around powder brush, but I don't think they have this anymore, but it's kind of piggish powder brush. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to use this on the middle of the forehead, because if I put powder on it, it makes it look even worse. Like the drying. I've been really enjoying this powder. It gives a nice like a glow, overall glow, but it's not glittery or like wham bam in your face glow. Then I'm going to use the Revolution Super Fix Super Hold Misting Spray. This is matte setting spray. I'm trying to use this up too. I like to dab my setting powder in my skin, but I have heard that for some people it lifts the makeup. Mine doesn't. Okay, that was the face. I'm going to do the rest of the makeup and I'll come back with the finished look. Okay, here is the finished look today with the base products that I used today, and I'm just gonna go quickly through the 3 new stuff that I used. So I have the Made by Mitchell pressed powder bronzer in the shade Cheeky. I mean, it's nice bronzer. It's not overly pigmented, but it's pigmented enough. It's easy to work with and blends easily. It's just, I'm not really the kind of girl that gets excited about bronzer. So it's a bronzer for me and it works, so it's nice. And then I have the powder blush in the shade Think Pink. This one has a bit of glitter particles in it. You can't see from far the glitters in the face, but if you look closer from the mirror, you can see them. So if you don't like that, then this shade isn't for you. I do think they have all matte ones too. I'm not 100% sure. I love this shade and it's beautiful. It just like the bronzer, it works very well and blends easily and it's beautiful color. So yeah. And then I used the Chic Glam Moonside highlighter in the shade Moon Rose, and this is beautiful. When I swatched it, it didn't look much, but when I put it on my face, it looks stunning. Such a nice formula and also easy to work with, and you can get it blinding if you want to. So yeah, that was all that I used the new products today that you haven't seen me use before. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And we will see you hopefully very soon. Bye!